I'd like to end these thoughts on cosmology with a question. Does the vastness of the universe make humans insignificant? There's thought to be 10 to the 11th stars in the universe. That's one with 11 zeros after it. If each of those stars was a second, that'd be over 31,000 years. And we circle around just one. We're tiny compared to the whole scale of the universe. So who are we? Are we anything special? I mean, if we're saying that God created this whole thing, isn't it just a waste? Why would it be so big? Why would we be so small, so tiny compared to the huge scale of things? And yet we can also look at it another way. For you see, the universe is exactly the size it would have to be for a universe expanding at the critical rate for 14 billion years. And 14 billion years is the amount of time required for creatures like us to come about. If we remember, we're made of second-generation matter. So first, the Big Bang had to come, and the initial matter formed into stars, which then in the really big stars was able to generate the heavy elements, which then exploded out in supernovas and formed Earth, and eventually led to forming us. And this whole process took a huge amount of time. So first, the initial stars had to form, and then the supernova explosion, and then Earth's formation, and then it took time for us to arise on Earth. And so in fact, the large size of the universe corresponds to the amount of time it took us to arrive on the scene. This is exactly the size of universe it would have to be for us to be around. And you know, I think this can actually point to the extravagance of God's love. That He would put together a fireworks show that would go on for 14 billion years and be huge, all to end up with creatures like us who could relate to Him and know Him.